baby will have your garden explode with growth.
Sweet Jamaica, man, I land that. Me no stop love it. I mean, know the world massive love it and them respect it, man. Hear this? A lot of mercy. Help me big up Jamaica.
My Jamaican backyard garden, Portmore edition. This is gardening with Stacey. Come garden with me now, man.
And what a nice place to live. Sweet Jam.
Hello, my gardening family. Welcome and welcome back to another gardening with Stacey. I thank you all so much for tuning in. I sincerely appreciate you all. Believe me when I tell you that, all right? God bless you one and all. To my new gardening family, welcome on board. And a special welcome to all of you, and thank you so much for coming on board, my faithfulers. Thank you all so much for your support. I appreciate you. So I am actually just sharing with you this morning my new approach to feeding my garden. Well, it's not completely new, but the routine is actually new, right? I want you to grow along with me, so I want to share as much as I can, because if it is working for me, then 99% probability it is going to work for you. Alright, going forward, this is how I am going to go about fertilizing my garden. Alright, so inside here, so I have my liquid fertilizer that is made from kitchen scraps. I think the next time I'm going to replenish this, I'm going to share with you for those who don't know how I go about it. Alright, so inside here I have just kitchen scraps in there, right? So it is very smelly. It stinks, guys, but you know, over time I get used to it. Well, I don't think you can get used to the bad smell, but because I've been using it for so long, I am now able to tolerate it. Alright, so inside here, so is a lot of kitchen scraps in here. So the mango peel, the spoiled veggies, the fruit peels, basically anything that you use in the kitchen, any fruits and vegetables that you normally throw out, tea bags, coffee grounds, stuff like those. Alright, so inside here, this has been brewing for about a week now. Yeah, about a week now. Let me show you what it looks like. This baby will have your garden explode with growth. Believe me when I tell you. Alright? So inside here, so I didn't mention, inside here, so this is a laundry bag that I put inside. So all the kitchen scraps are inside this laundry bag, and I catch it right here. So I used to close it up, I used to pull the string and just drop it in the barrel, but then because I keep adding to it, I came up with this to just have it on edge like this, and then each time I just come and put some more in. So this needs some more water, so if I was to probably add some more, I would definitely add some more water. So we're done with this right here. So I soon get to what I am actually going to do. Alright, so inside this barrel right here, now this is a liquid fertilizer as well, except that this is manure water or manure tea. Alright, so inside this yellow bag that you're looking at right here, this is horse manure inside. So all I did was to, well, horse manure in sawdust, but it has more horse manure than sawdust in this particular bag. Alright, so what I basically do is to add it to the barrel and then add water to it. Well, too much water is inside here, so right now, when I left the barrel to full, I need to come back in time. So that is why this is kind of stuck up here. So, but this baby right here, it is very stink. You're not seeing the reaction on my face because, like I said, over time I learned to tolerate both of them. Alright, so what will be my new technique? Alright, so my new technique is this. I am using this twice per week and using this once per week. Usually I have both of them mixed together, and I would water with them 3 times per week in recent times. So my decision now is to have this sit for at least a week each time. So I'll use this twice per week and then once per week for this one. So each time before I use this, I would actually have it sitting for at least a week before using. And I am taking this approach because, as you can see, I am growing more. I have more containers than I had before. So I want this to be very, very rich each time. Not that it was rich enough, but if I leave it longer, it will be richer. Alright, so you can see the flies coming down. So this is naturally rich because if you leave it, worse, they're in the sun right now, you leave it for a day or two in the sun, it brews, and man, I am telling you, take over the place. So if somebody was to come right here, so no, maybe even on the inside, because if I literally just lift the lid off this yesterday, and my daughter was like, "Mommy, you fertilize it?" I was like, "No, I just lift the lid and add some stuff to it." So yes, it is that deadly. But your plants will love you for it. Alright, so basically, yes, that's what I'll be doing. I want to make sure I share that with you because I want you to grow along with me. And if something is working for me, then why not? I want it to work for you too. So you know that I told you in my past probably 2 or 3 videos prior that I was not paying attention to my plants. I was feeding them for a little. Alright, so you can see my garden tour yesterday and the day before. Well, it was one video, but I split it in 2. You can see in those videos how my plants are doing, and it is because I started using this. I mean, how many times? Well, I use this a little more. I use this once before since this garden, and I use this about 3 or 4 times, right? So yeah, it's actually doing well. So this is not just what is happening. I need to bring you closer to show you what is happening in my containers. Alright, so in my container right here, as with all of my containers, I usually had some sort of manure to it, whether chicken manure, rabbit manure, horse manure. Right now, horse manure is more accessible to me, hence why I am using it right now. Sometimes I will get a little rabbit manure. I haven't gotten some for quite some time, and some chicken manure. I haven't gotten any for quite some time as well. So the soil that I add to the containers, I mix them with some horse manure. Alright, and then I plant. After I plant, now on top I dress with some horse manure in sawdust. So it acts as mulch as well as fertilizer. So when I water, the nutrients slowly release in the soil. So it constantly replenish the soil. So it's actually a 2-in-1, mulch and feeding the plants at the same time. Alright, so as you can see right here, let me bring it closer. Alright, so yes, so this with my liquid fertilizers have been doing wonders for my garden. So I'm not actually going to fertilize my garden right now this moment. It is morning and I usually do this in the evening. So with everything that I have doing, I may not be able to capture that later today, but I just need to give this banana plant some. So I'm just sharing that with you. I just add it to the base of the plants usually. So if you want to do foliar spray, you can also do that. You can spray the leaves with it. But remember guys, whenever you are going to do something to your plants, always test it. On a plant you're willing to lose. Alright, so if you're going to spray, it's preferably dilute your fertilizer before you spray. Alright, or test it. Make sure you test it, because sometimes even though it is organic, it can burn your plants. Alright, Alrighty, so yeah, I just leave that. So I really hope that this video was useful to you. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, walk good. Come garden with me now, man.